Delaware in the building. Y'all ain't ready for the Delaware takeover. Y'all not ready for this unique style and creativity that everybody in the world wants to see. Nas and Jay is bringing it, and everything they bring got that Delaware swag.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You're not doing it. You told us you boom,
Rip us
boom.
out the plastic. We've been acting
Boom,
brand new.
boom, boom.
Wait. Oh.
She's too weak to break out of a plastic bag. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
What's happening?
Your media cowboys here.
Mm-hmm.
Cowgirls. I prefer boy. I prefer saying I'm a cowgirl,
Okay.
cowboy.
Well, my name is J Street Jr., and I'm your rootin', tootin', independent, swashbuckling, cowboy, independent journalist, artivist from Delaware.
I need you to figure out
Pew, 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 pew.
what accent we gonna use today.
And I'm lightning with the blam blams.
And I am the Naja Nicole, the special project assistant at the Office of Cultural Affairs of the Mayor's Office in Wilmington, Delaware.
And listen, why are we wearing and talking all this cowboy nonsense? I'm going to kind of maybe get right into it, actually.
This looks sharp. I look sharp.
I'm proud of this. Over the past couple of months, we have been grinding and quite frankly, shining, but we've been the only ones there, if you know what I mean, covering stuff. And I know that everybody can't be everywhere, and that is quite frankly understandable. But the beauty of our independence and of our way of being able to move small and quickly, this is why we're here, in order to show up at places where you normally wouldn't, get proper coverage. And we are here to fill that gap. So we are just riding free over here, doing our thing independently, happily showing up to highlight our city. You know what I'm saying, Naj and Jay? Your media cowboys. Yeehaw! Let's get this thing going.
Yeehaw!
Pew pew pew.
Welcome to your evening sip of local news. What's happening in real world mess?
Yeah.
I was about to say who I am again. My
Why?
God.
Yeah.
It's because that's my spiel.
Yeah. Well, let's go right into flowers.
All right, No, today we're going to talk about
You're right. My bad.
fighting the gators, Black history requirements, and BBLs.
And a whole lot more. We actually have a packed show.
We do. Before we go into flowers, we want to talk about wild moments. If you could pull up the Hydra picture.
Absolutely. The Hydra picture? Wait, what was that?
Oh my God, JB.
Oh, thank you. That's
see.
all. All right. Should I
So-
show it to him now?
No.
All right,
So
you tell me when.
my oldest, I know this is hard for y'all to believe. My oldest turned 10, the big 1-0, last weekend, and for her birthday, she decided that we were going to go to her first amusement park. So we went to Dorney Park. So Uncle Jay, Aunt Lisa, the kids, Shantae, Perry, everybody and their mama came out. And Journey got to ride her first roller coaster.
I got to ride the Hydra too.
And she got to get on with Uncle Jay.
It was so much fun. I haven't been to a real amusement park maybe in 10 years. And I forgot how much fun
When
the
he
real
went,
rides are.
they were still riding Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
No, literally though, like I remember. So we went to Dorney Park for all the old heads. Who remembers the Comet? It was the white.
Comet?
It was called the Comet.
That took out the dinosaurs? That's why there was no more
It was a
Tyrannosaurus?
white roller coaster. It was a wooden roller coaster, and you were guaranteed to have a concussion by the time you got off of it because it was loud, it was rickety, and it was fun.
So that explains a lot. You have shaken J syndrome.
100%.
Wow. Thank you, Comet.
So, these new fast roller coasters are something else, boy. They smooth, they carry a lot more people, and they're way more fun.
The kid one that we got on, did you get on with Ray? Or
This one here
listen,
is
the
a
child
90-year-old
one,
woman.
the child one had me whipping.
She got on the child roller
The
coaster,
baby
and that
roller
was
coaster.
the last
That was
ride that she got on.
Be quiet,
And
because you
listen,
almost had a panic attack in the baby.
I don't like Ferris wheels. Jay don't do Ferris wheels.
That thing was 10 feet off the ground, and Jay
I
almost peed himself.
I did pee myself. I just didn't tell anyone until tonight. I actually pillowed on myself, and I just kind of let it dry in the sun. It's fine.
So I was like, Uncle Jay, I want to get on the Ferris wheel. And Jay was like,
here we go. And I'm not joking. That literally, I will ride all of the roller coasters, all of the ridiculous scary rides. I do not like the Ferris wheel because it's just still and slow, and you're able to process what's happening. And I can't stand the pirate ship. Both of those two rides, I cannot stand.
The kid one had my stomach and listen, Ishmael after like the fourth ride was like,
these two people. I am 46. My wife is 21.
I only got on baby rides. I did not get on any adult. I'm trying to save the little pieces of me left that are still intact from having children.
I have never seen people so close to the age of 30 act so much closer to being in AARP. You guys are ridiculous, and it was hysterical.
Listen, that's why we had y'all there, okay? Y'all were the daredevils.
And there was another younger couple who I think both of them were under 30, and they're like, oh, we're tired. I'm like, are you kidding me? And they didn't have kids.
Between the heat.
It was a beautiful day. It was 80 degrees.
Me thinking about how much it cost me to fund this trip.
Now, that's fair. The cost was no joke, but
Child, listen.
But without further ado.
This is the picture that Journey has.
It was great. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's really great. I mean,
she was so excited.
But no, I think the best part is that she knew where to make the face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she scoped it out and was like, this is where I do my thing.
Yep.
It was great. But that was a really fun trip. 100%.
That was. We had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And they slept like babies after that.
Well, my daughter did, but my son talked the whole time playing crossword or word searches like an old man. I was like, are you kidding me? But go ahead. Man.
Oh my God. Okay, so happy belated, my love. Flowers to all of the graduates. My neighbor came out of her house yesterday, and she was in all white, had a fresh bob, a beat face. She was getting her master's degree. Then my liquor store that I go to, the owner's nieces and nephews, it was like 4 of them that were all graduating from Wilmington University with their master's degrees. Like all the babies, the twins graduated. So, it's just wonderful to see, everybody excited about it and all the proms and everything. So congratulations to everyone. And then flowers to Keandra.
Yeah, I got to give her flowers, and I got to give flowers to Christina Kelly and everyone, and Hanif and everyone involved with putting together the event that I was able to attend on Sunday. It was It was an event that was entitled We Still Can't Breathe, and it was basically commemorating not commemorating, but it was saying that 3 years since everything happened and since the big, rally that we had downtown in Wilmington in front of the courthouse, 3 years since then, really nothing has changed. And it's kind of hard to argue that much has changed. And Keandra, it's been really cool from my vantage point to see her growth and progression as an activist. And she's been doing this now really for 8 years since her brother was murdered by police. And, she's slowly become more methodical, more poised, and more direct in her way. Not direct, but just more of a sort of more organized, really, in her approach to trying to create change. And one of the things that you'll see as we kind of finish up putting together the whole segment on that day is she realized that what she's doing isn't just for her brother. Initially, for obvious reasons, this was about making a tremendous wrong right for her brother, but then she realized that she's doing this for all of us. Yeah. And she said that it's not just for black people, it's for white people, it's for anyone who's been abused by, police. And it was really cool to see her graduate to, in a certain sense. And it was a successful event. It was a peaceful event. And you guys will see more about it. I'm going to show you a quick snippet that I actually already posted on social media beforehand. Where did I put this? Here we go. This is just a little bit, so 1 second.
Justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
Police!
That was the beginning of the march, and they marched from that location, Harriet Tubman Garrett Park, all the way to the courthouse. And there was a good turnout, and the things that needed to be said were said, and it was a well put together event. I'll say this for the time being: there were a lot of powers that be who tried to stop the event on several different levels. And I'm not going to go into that right now. Number one, for the sake of time, and number two, because I want to get this whole segment organized properly so that it tells the story properly. But the rally was necessary, it was successful, and people tried to stop it when they shouldn't, and I'll leave it at that. So flowers to you, Keandra, and everyone involved for putting together that event. Yeah.
Boom. Really quickly, what cheap wine am I drinking tonight? Well, baby.
Hold on.
Well,
I'm gonna put this on the Naj camera. There you go. It's on you.
YouTube hand. This is Stella Rosa.
No, make the label face. She'll put the label. Yeah.
Stella Rosa, L'Original, Black Cherry, Il Conte. And this was like $11.99.
I feel like if you don't say it with that accent, with that kind of wine, like it has to be used. You know what I'm saying?
It's like $11.99. It tastes like soda.
And we're looking forward to endorsements from that company in the very near future.
Listen, I've had the honey peach.
I'm here now.
Oh. I had the honey peach, the Stella Berry. I don't like blackberry. No offense.
Yeah.
But they all good, so that's what I'm drinking.
Cool.
What's going on in Delaware?
A lot. So
yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna start to get these little things loaded up, and then you go ahead and tell me where to start.
All right.
Yes.
This one.
No. What's it called? Tell the people as I go.
Let's groove tonight.
Okay, talk about it.
Okay. A disco dance party, 72nd annual Platinum Picnic, Wednesday, June 7th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it's going to be at the Chase Center on the riverfront. It's a free event. So wear your 70s inspired costumes for the disco dance party, open to ages 55 plus. Door prizes, live entertainment, DJ, and a $5 buffet. Wait a minute, only open to people ages 55 plus. Dang, registration required by May 17th. Well, oh well.
Yeah.
If y'all see me slide through with a cane,
I support that.
mind your business.
Yeah. But I think that no, you should mind your
I need
business
a
and stay out their
cardigan.
business.
I
Let
need
them
a
have their
cardigan.
space.
I need a cardigan. I'm gonna get my cane, and I'm gonna hold a bottle of Boost.
Oh, that's funny.
And I'm gonna accidentally drop my daily pill holder on the floor at the front door of the event. Dang, I shouldn't have braided my hair. I should have did an afro. Dang. Anyway, so yeah, that's happening. Then we have also on Wednesday, at 6 p.m., the open mic jam session hosted by the Delaware Music Network, which will be at the Wilmington Library. And y'all already know it's about to be a good old time.
And once again, the library is doing things that most libraries don't do.
I just have to say, on this list, the library makes up almost everyone.
That's wild, actually.
It's insane.
That's kind of crazy.
The next one.
Which one is this? Oh, this
Lynn Whitfield.
Yes.
Who makes an awesome evil auntie for movies, will be at the library June 8th, 6 to 7 p.m. It's a free event open to the public. Make sure you guys get there early and camp out because y'all already know they fill up. Then Friday, you have Volume Yellow, June 9th at Wilmington, Delaware, at the Wilmington Library from 6 to 9 p.m.
Keep going.
One of my favorite MCs, his name is Hezekiah, who has worked with several of the big artists, producing and featuring, dropping his own music, whether it's him emceeing or with his band Johnny Popcorn. I'm a big fan. They're going to be at the Wilmington Library. He's a big supporter of Delaware artists. So
yeah, and I
you
think
guys,
he's a very talented guy. He's
Yes.
more than just an MC. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He actually, for
Yes.
whatever reason, and please, when I say this, I mean this. All of the good parts that we miss, he very much reminds me of, in his own right. And I hope he isn't offended by this, honestly. But like, he reminds me of Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
But the part of Kanye, not Yeezy, not what's going on now, but the part that we all love, the college dropout version. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Then we have fireworks at Hagley.
Yes. I think I'll be there actually.
Oh really? That's Friday from 5 to 10 p.m. at Hagley Museum and Library.
Yep.
Saturday, Open Streets Wilmington, and this is gonna be at South Franklin Street from 1 to 4 p.m.
Here comes the flyer.
between Oak Street and Lancaster Avenue.
Okay.
It's free.
Yay.
I want to go to this one. I gotta see. I have some things I gotta do, but these are really fun. The kids get to literally play in the street and do all the things that they should be doing on a regular basis.
Have you been to this one before?
Not this one. I've
Okay.
been to the one that was on
I mean,
Baynard.
that's what I mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And there are different organizations that are out there with their tables to give you all information. Sometimes they give out free food. Sometimes they give out books. And different resources that we need. When I went, there was the Food Bank of Delaware that gave out fresh groceries. And then there was also like there was a DJ. There was bikes and stuff and games. Like it's a great time. So make sure you guys get out there and have some fun.
Love it.
And then our girl Nataki.
And which one is this? Go ahead.
This is the SoCo Art Night Market. And that's June 10th. Artwork, food, music, and creative goods. So yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
the Art Fest.
No, that's West Street. That's next. That's on Sunday.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
So yeah, Sunday, the 4th annual West Street Art Festival from 12 to 4 p.m. and this is free. So yeah, there's tons to do this
And
week.
lest you forget, I knew I had to put this one in there. Listen, everybody, the Greek Festival is all week, starting on Monday. I already went today.
What did you get?
Hold on one second. I went ahead, number one. Like, listen, number one.
God.
I obviously have to shout out the Greeks. My best friend is Greek, you know what I'm saying? He went to this church.
Is he full-blooded Greek?
Oh, he
got papers?
He can. When we went for his wedding, like we went to the hills of where his dad grew up, like in the mountains, like they're mountain people. Greek.
You in Greece?
For his wedding, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
It's wonderful there. Great food, cheap food. But the festival is this week. I had a gyro tonight, and the kids, we had all kinds. So I think my kids got pasticcio, Lisa got the moussaka, and then we had the Greek yogurt with the honey. So it was a great time.
Greek yogurt with honey.
Yeah, that's how they do it. You get the Greek yogurt, and they always add like really fresh honey. And like my friend will come when he goes to Greece, he gets these like giant, almost like paint cans of honey, and it comes out. It looks like it's the most delicious, sweet, rich, dark brown, golden honey. It's so good. So yeah, but get out to the Greek Festival and support them. The food is crazy. The best place to get your food. There are all kinds of different places, but make sure that you go inside the church and go down the basement and get there, because that's where you're really getting like grandma's cooking. You know what I'm saying? So go to the Greek Festival for sure this week. It's festival season. So yeah.
Festival season. Also, kind of flowers that I missed. I didn't even tell you this. The Roots picnic happened over the weekend.
Yes.
Well, the Fugees, they did a thing together.
Yes.
Well, remember I told you Ishmael had a gig?
Yeah.
There was this musician named Dan Rouse,
Okay.
put together a jam session at the World Cafe Live in Philly.
Sure.
They were jamming, doing their thing. Ishmael was shooting it.
Okay.
Lauryn Hill pops up.
Oh wow.
And they were jamming to Killing Me Softly
Sure.
for like 20 minutes, Ishmael said. And
Okay.
then randomly, all you hear is
Oh, that's
Lauryn
powerful.
Hill at the balcony
That's powerful.
talking. And she starts talking about how much she loves Philly and she feels the love. And she was like, majority of her career, her musicians have been from Philly. And then She sang the song.
That's powerful.
In its normal version.
That's
with the
powerful.
band that was doing the jam session.
So it's funny you say that because when I was at the Greek Festival tonight, I ran into a girl who just graduated from Tower Hill. She just finished her first year at Berkeley.
Okay.
She came down with her friends to see the Roots picnic, and she commented that Lauryn Hill and that they killed it.
Yeah.
You know? So, in as much as I'm sure, especially among musicians, we all have heard some, very concerning behavior about Lauryn Hill. Whatever that was, fine. But
it didn't happen that night.
This weekend, she did her thing, and it would be nice to get her, back in a certain form.
And
I feel
I heard the clip. Mm-hmm. It's gonna come out soon. It was so cool. I got chills.
And even all things considered, huh? Really?
Yes, I got chills because I was I have my own theories about things, but
yeah.
But it was the genuine.
I feel like we got to give a little bit of a sort of some flowers maybe to Questlove because he's in charge of the whole thing, and I can't help. I know him. I don't know him, but I study him a lot, and I'm sure he's like, listen, Boogie.
Listen.
This is
I think it's him.
This is Philly. You know that this is my picnic.
Yes.
This is you can't.
That's why he got them together.
We need you. Don't.
But wait, yeah. I think we also have to give flowers to her band. So
sure.
Wheat is her drummer. Wheat is a drummer that we have played with. That is, when I tell you. No.
Let me explain something.
He's one of the best drummers, hands down, that anybody could ever have. I mean,
he's when we're talking Philadelphia as a top tier music city, absolutely, he's one of the best drummers in that city.
And he lives in Delaware.
Now, I went to this.
Does he live in Delaware? Or does he just work in Delaware?
I don't know where he lives, but I heard about. He was. Well, he still is part of the Tribeca band. So that was how I first heard him because we still are in the same sort of wedding band company, CTO. And we were at an event and we hadn't heard him yet. And Naima was like, who is the drummer? Mm-hmm. And everything shifted. So I had the chance of singing with him a few years back. And when I'm telling you the entire time, I don't know if I sang a right note. I don't know. All of my attention was on him and his drumming because I was like, what in the world?
Listen, he played on a gig for me.
That brother is as bad as they can be.
Ridiculous. Man. And what I can say is why I said that her band definitely deserves flowers because he was telling us about what it's like to work with her, and
it's not easy.
One of the things about her is that she loves to jam, and she loves to just feel the music. And one thing I know about Wheat is he is a hype man. He will make you feel invincible when you're on stage. So if she has him, and I know everybody he's working with is going to be very similar to him. If she has him working with her and she's listening and taking in, whatever he's saying, we about to get it back, y'all. We about to get it back.
Yeah. Or if he is just able to create an environment that makes her comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was playing that night.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Because he's in the band, so he was there at the Roots picnic. But just seeing the footage, when y'all see the footage, because I unfortunately, even though it's my husband, it wasn't mine.
No,
I have no exclusivity.
Yeah.
But child, let me tell you, it was really cool to see that. So I'm excited to see that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Local news. Delaware has kicked out the golden retriever.
I saw that.
As the Delaware dog.
Yeah.
And our new one is rescue dog. Dun, 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 dun.
What does that even mean?
Any rescue dog. It's probably just to promote adoption. Adopt the dogs. Don't pick a specific breed because then there's puppy mills and inbreeding and.
We don't want to hurt the dog's feelings.
We don't want. So anyway, I am a rescue dog owner.
Which is great. You should. Get a rescue dog.
I rescued Jay years ago.
But I don't understand why we can't pick an actual breed. I don't understand. Just fine. This is the least of my concerns. Great. I'm gonna shut
So
my
yeah,
mouth.
I think that is awesome. So if you're considering a dog and you live in Delaware, we have many options available. We have the SPCA, Faithful Friends, the Humane Society, and all the other organizations. There are also plenty of groups on Facebook where you can rehome your pet or find a pet that needs rehoming.
Arms of the angel.
Unfortunately,
Fly
or fortunately, Jay is already adopted by Lisa, and we should probably send her donations. What?
I don't know what the words are.
What are you? What?
And the endlessness that you feel.
What?
You are poor. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
You're embarrassing.
Thank you.
All right. So that is the dog news. That's what's barking.
That was good.
Okay. Claymont water.
That was a little rough. Really quickly, because I'm not going to. Long story short, is Claymont had to shut down their water for a couple of days. It might have been just a day, and they were told to boil water because there was a problem with their water. And we've said on this show already between Flint and I think Jackson, Mississippi, like there are so many things that we take for granted. And I remember saying that that could easily happen in Delaware, and it happened. And
This is the second time, right?
I don't in Claymont. I'm not sure.
No, no, that was Philly.
But there was Philly. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not gonna rant. Not gonna rant. Don't take anything for granted, and be grateful for everything that you have, even down to just being able to wake up, pour a glass of water, and take a hot shower. Because even though we're in the richest country that has ever been built in the history of the world, equal access is not there, and it should be.
So can I ask a dumb question?
There are no dumb questions.
When they put out the boil water advisory.
Mm-hmm. It's really about drinking water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I immediately think.
I'm going to get scalded if I shower with
No,
this. I don't understand.
I immediately think, everybody take a bath. Get in the bath. We have to boil the water. Get in the bath. It's the only time you can bathe.
Oh my God.
I don't know why.
Oh my God.
But anytime I hear that, and I'm like, well, I have to go take me a bath.
Boiling bath.
Put the water in the bath. We just boiled it. That's all we can do. Get a couple pots. Get your ass in that tub.
Man, go ahead. You're out of your mind.
Why is that?
I don't know why you
So
think
it's
that.
only for drinking water? Who drinks boiling water?
Well, then you... Nah.
Oh. I never thought that far. I never got over the hump of thinking I need to take a bath. I just realized that.
You know, there have been many times where you have said about your struggle with wanting to be seen as an intelligent, strong black woman. And I have stood by your side and said, you're not going to talk about my co-host like that, and you're going to give her her respect. When you say things like this on the air, it gives me a lot less wiggle room.
I'm telling you, I never got past the get in the bath. Boil the water, get in the bath. And now you're saying for drinking water, but why would you drink boiling water? You wouldn't. You would wait till it's done boiling.
You could even refrigerate it and have cold water.
And then you know what else I think
You
of?
could make tea with it.
If I gotta boil water, everything else in my house is broken. I immediately go to doomsday.
Gotta watch the sheets.
Oh my God. Everybody get under the table. Get the flashlight.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord.
Where's the fire extinguisher?
Get the gun. Somebody about to break in.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I don't know why, but I
Yeah.
immediately go to doomsday. So I need to boil some water and take a bath and think
Yeah,
about
you don't need
this.
to put on your N95 just because you have to boil the water. Let's be clear. Go ahead, man.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Dang, man. Okay, so I don't know how we missed this, but back in 2021, ew.
Yeah, I don't know what your brain is doing right now. Go ahead.
Back in 2021, there was a historic legislation dubbed House Bill 198, and that required all Delaware public schools, both district and charter, to infuse instruction of Black history and experience into K-12 curricula. The deadline to have all of this implemented this year. So tonight, actually, I think like an hour or so ago, 2 hours ago, they had the conversation to talk about what has happened since that has been implemented and what the results are. But I brought this up because I think it's interesting that...
Between Florida and Texas, but go ahead.
Can I just be frank with you?
Yeah.
Why the hell do we have to pass legislation to talk about what is American history?
You're right. You shouldn't have to, but you do, and it's unfortunate.
And that's what I don't understand. Like, there shouldn't be a conversation on whether or not, we need to think about whether or not we need to talk about
this is
the
fundamentally
slaves.
how racism works. Like, you have to create a law saying that people are allowed to.
I think it should be the other way around. It should be a law against people who don't want to teach the truth. Like, you want to only talk about things that don't involve Black people? Well, you're going to go to jail.
I don't know about jail, but you're not going to. No, not jail. We don't need any more people in jail.
But you get what I'm saying. Like,
yes.
This is ridiculous. I was just like... What?
But we're not coming from a level place. It's never been fair. So we're in a constant place of having to make it fair, unfortunately, by adding more laws. And I don't like having a lot of laws on books because it really complicates things. But, that's why. It's because we haven't historically operated from a level playing field. So you have to enforce these things that should normally take place just like a duh.
Right.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that happened. There is one full report, and I think that was during the meeting today. So I'm going to check in on this and see what I can find and, bring this up again. But I thought that was interesting.
And I'll add, and I think we've kind of touched upon this before, American history should include all of America. So if any group is being left out of the history books and isn't being taught properly, from Korean Americans to Polish Americans, everyone should know everything. And there's so many benefits to having knowledge of everyone's culture. It builds understanding and allows for us to connect in a positive way.
Yes.
So
you can't say we're a melting pot.
Yeah.
Like you can't say, we're, here's the chicken soup I made. What are the ingredients? Chicken.
Yeah.
No, there's
and you can't tell
all
a
kinds
story.
Of stuff.
You can't tell a story accurately if you leave out huge chunks of it. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
You
it's
can't.
just not the whole picture.
We are
you're
all
getting
a part of the
slice.
puzzle.
Yeah.
We're all a part of the puzzle. And all of us need our stories told.
Yeah. And the puzzle is beautiful,
Yeah.
And the more of it you see, the more beautiful it is.
So, hey. Pull up the Beyonce. So as you know, Beyonce, Queen Bey, is on tour right now for Le Renaissance. And we had a pleasant surprise of seeing her manager, her PR, the person who runs her life, Blue Ivy, dancing on stage with her at multiple concerts. And baby, she was giving them dances. Like, she was doing it. God bless her, because I can't even keep up. Like, I use the songs to work out to when I do work out, and I don't have it in me. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bite my tongue. Anytime I see anyone under the age of like 15 or 16 on huge stages getting huge amounts of attention, I get nervous, because I don't think there's just a terrible track record of young people getting involved with Hollywood at an early age, and it almost never works out well. And hopefully she'll be different. She's on a certain path already for obvious reasons, but
Yeah.
um, Beyonce's fortunate in a way because she had a very slow burn. You know what I mean? She started at a very young age, but she was it moved slowly. She's become who she is, and it's not like boom, you're right here. Michael Jackson was just a giant star from the age of 7 or whatever, and it's not how kids are supposed to be raised. So I'm not saying anything negative about her parenting, but I think it's really important that we are careful not to put young people on giant stages before they're ready, and it's important that young people have healthy childhoods. Yeah.
Okay. Tennessee judge.
We got a lot. So, long story short, is the judge in Tennessee stated that it was unconstitutional for them to not allow for the drag queen legislation that was put in place in Tennessee. It was like it's kind of unconstitutional, which makes sense, and it's just ridiculous. I'm not,
Wait, what?
So you're okay. If you don't know, I'm sorry. I kind of assumed certain things, and that's my bad. There was legislation passed in the state of Tennessee, basically making it so that it's illegal. Hopefully, I'm saying this exactly right for drag shows to be anywhere near the eyesight of a child.
Oh my gosh.
And it was a huge issue, and it was pretty blatant prejudice. And a judge ruled in Tennessee that that the legislation is not constitutional, and of course it's not. One of the things, and this goes both ways. This is not just. I'll stick to this too. Like it's not just Republicans. It's Democrats and Republicans both. Are only concerned with what they want and not necessarily what is constitutional. And I can speak on that specifically from what I saw on Sunday with Keandra's event. We'll go into it much later, but in as much as what was happening is wrong in Tennessee by the Republican Party, there were certainly Democrats involved in trying to stop Keandra's First Amendment rights. Let's be clear about that. So everybody has some blame, and we should all stick to what the word of our great Constitution says. But go ahead.
All right. Well, as a mother who is a singer, it's imperative that I teach my offspring all of my tricks and tips and things. Here is an example of another mother doing just that.
Yes,
Please watch
one moment.
this beautiful tribute from one mother to another.
Let your ears tell you the truth.
Turn up that volume.
Based upon
Wait. Let me just say this. I don't like a wise person said to me, another fellow singer said to me one time that she does not like to critique other singers because who is she when she has so much to learn? And I take that, I'm the same way. But then there are people who are so confident in their ability that they ruin that side of me, the good person in me who don't want to critique. And baby, let me tell you something. That right there.
I'm gonna explain.
Woo!
No, the
Woo!
sentiment is beautiful to not critique. There is right and wrong when it comes to notes. Let me explain to you what a note is, because when we tune our instruments, when you go to an orchestra and you hear the violin pull out their note, and they play an A440, that is the exact frequency of that vibrating string. A440. If it's not 440, it's wrong. It's the wrong note. Not A442, not A441, not A438. If you're not playing that, it's wrong. It's the wrong note. You can sing wrong notes. That's called poor singing. And if you were to get anybody with an ear who listened to that singing, clearly the child heard it because you saw her face. And I'm not bashing J-Lo as a human being, but this is why people get frustrated with certain parts of Hollywood, because that woman, I don't care what you say, that woman was absolutely confident that she was singing her face off in that clip to the point where she was so confident that she put it on social media like she was showing her daughter, who sang the right note, the correct way to sing it. She might have had quote unquote passion, but Miss J-Lo, that note was wrong. It was strained, it was flat, you missed it. You missed the pitch. If I ask for a red shirt and you give me a pink one, that's the wrong color. I asked for a C and you gave me a D, the note is wrong. And until we are able to accept that there can be a wrong and a right note, and we insist on our singers singing the right ones and not the wrong ones as much as possible, we are up Poops Creek with these celebrity singers who aren't singers.
Listen,
That's all. J-Lo is a fantastic celebrity. She's perfect looking. She can dance her face off. That bit of singing was treacherous, and she thought it was excellent, and it wasn't, and that's the problem.
Listen, I'm sorry. You know what one of my biggest pet peeves is when I go to a show to hear someone sing, and that's what I hear. Like, I'm not perfect.
No one is.
No one is perfect, but I can guarantee it, that when you go to a Naja Nicole show,
the notes will be
the
right.
The notes are going to be within range of what they're supposed to be, okay? I can't promise you're going to like every song. I can't promise you that you're going to love the vibe of the show. But what I can promise you is that I have practiced, and the notes are going to be pretty good.
If the notes are A, B, C, D, A, and you sing A, B, E, F, G, no, that's wrong.
But this is the problem. Just like people put her on a pedestal, so many people have put her on a pedestal because, yes, she's beautiful, she can dance, she can act, all these wonderful things. This is the same issue we have on the local level with people hyping up certain people, certain performers, certain artists when they're not good. They're mediocre. And yes, there are people who are trying, there are people who are growing, but then there are people who just suck, and there's a bandwagon behind them for God knows what reason, making it harder for people like us who can actually sing.
I'm not complaining about my status. Career. I'm happy with who I am, what I do, where I go. I'm just saying you gotta sing the right notes.
Child, I watched that like.
The funniest thing was her daughter, though.
Yeah.
Because the expression, she was like, like, that's, and if you don't know, we confirmed that that's Mark Anthony's daughter.
That's Mark Anthony's daughter.
And Mark Anthony can sing. That man can sing.
That man
is a singing singer. And the daughter got the ear and the voice. Like,
woo!
And I'll leave it there.
Woo! The jeans definitely fit from his side.
Mm-hmm.
But Lord, that was something. And I feel bad because I love J-Lo. I do too. I just watched the J-Lo movie when I was braiding my hair.
Listen, God forbid.
I love her rom-coms.
I meet her and Ben punches me in the face because I said something bad.
Listen, I said this, I texted Jay, I said, this is why Ben be looking stressed out.
Hey, you want to hear me sing, honey?
No,
you want to hear me sing enough?
The thing is, she don't even ask him. She just be singing, and he be like,
I got this song I'm working on. Hey, honey, I got a song I'm working on. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
J-Lo, baby.
How I wonder what you are.
J-Lo, baby.
Yeah, that's how bad it is. Like a diamond.
I'm going to Italy. I'm going to Italy Italy next week to shoot a movie.
What? You like my song? Do you like my song?
That's Ben Affleck right now.
You want to touch my butt? Then he's fine. You want to touch my butt? You want to touch my butt? Touch my butt? All right.
That man
then
looks
he's cool.
so... He looks so stressed out, and I am convinced it's because of that. We're going to hell.
It's fine.
We're going to hell. Okay, we talked about BBLs a long time ago. So DC Young Fly is a comedian. Really started up in social media and then just expanded his brand. He's best known for Wild 'N Out, being a regular on Wild 'N Out, also doing stand-up comedy with different comedians, some movies, things like that. His partner, who he has 3 children with, beautiful children, she just passed away after getting post mommy makeover. And what I was reading is that mommy makeovers typically are like BBLs, which is a Brazilian butt lift, or tummy tucks, some sort of plastic surgery. And if you didn't catch our episode when we talked about BBLs, Brazilian butt lifts, are one of the most dangerous surgical procedures that anyone can get. So she is super young and she passed away, leaving those 3 babies and him, behind. And her name was Jackie O. Number one, condolences to DC Young Fly and her family and those children. I mean, I couldn't even imagine what the pain that they're going through. And as I've done a little bit of research, it just keeps coming back up. So the surgical team or the surgical office that she was going to, Dr. Zach in Miami, they posted that she was having a mommy makeover, and then when she passed away, they removed the picture. But there have been all kinds of rumors and things going on about the procedure she got, and that she was found unresponsive in her hotel room. All this speculation and blah, blah, blah. All I want to say is...
I'm putting it on you.
Please, okay. All I want to say, let me know when I'm there. You are beautiful just the way you are. And if you so decide that plastic surgery is what you want, make sure you're doing it for you. Make sure you're doing it for you. Recently, SZA came out and talked about her BBL, her plastic surgery, and said that she did it for herself so that she could love herself better. That's questionable because knowing what I know about SZA and whatever. But the fact is that she said it was for her. People go into these trends. They're ready to jump on these trends of plastic surgery to appease the masses, to appease your Instagram following, your Facebook following, your friends, to appease men, to appease women, whatever. And some of these procedures and some of these things that you do, like those flat tummy teas and things like that, those diet pills, they're not good for you. Surgeries can kill you. We have so many examples of women who have died trying to alter their body.
Kanye West's mom.
And really, is it for you? Think about that. What does that mean when you say, is this for me? Like, I'll even be transparent. After I had Journey, I was so self-conscious about my breasts. I ain't have not $1 in my account, baby, but I started looking up plastic surgery, breast augmentation, and breast lift, breast implants. I was looking all those up because I was like, oh no, nobody's gonna want me. I look a mess. I can't wear nothing. They're gonna talk about me, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, I'm a nobody at that point, right? But in my mind, I just didn't want the negative things to be said about me. If I had gotten those procedures done, it wouldn't have been for me. It would have been to make sure no one would talk about me. And at the root of it, that's not for me. So I had to really sit and think, regardless of whether or not I had the cash, because I could have found it, But the fact is, you have to truly look at yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself and figure out what it is that you don't like and why. And try to fix it here first. And that goes for any surgery, plastic surgery, any weight loss, if you're going to change your hair, like anything in your life, make sure that you're doing things to make you happy first and not to make others happy. because you never know if you could lose your life. You could, I think the biggest thing is lose your life. Just be smart about it. And if anything, seek mental health first, self-love first. So, yeah.
I think from my end, the only couple of things that I want to add to it. Number one, you have to ask yourself if making yourself fit a certain trend, if it's worth risking your life. You know what I'm saying? Is what you're about to do worth risking your life? Because it really is. I think statistically, it's dangerous. And the frustrating. It's not frustrating to me. I'm not a woman, but at the same time, even you see men now who are getting like calf implants and doing these
this leg stretching thing where you break your bone and then elongate it.
So, number one, let nature be nature. All right, like this is what happens. Like and if this is your body, you get old, things change.
Yeah.
But you can work also. Like you can go to the gym and it might not be perfect. Everyone doesn't have the same genetics. Everybody doesn't respond the same to certain stimuli. I get it. But you can get so much done if you're willing to eat clean and work a little bit. Even if you don't get a perfect butt like J-Lo. I understand everybody wants that perfect J-Lo butt, right?
I don't.
Okay.
I like my butt.
Yep, great. But I think you get the point. And that's why that's what the BBLs are. Like everyone's going through that kind of. Okay, jeez. So
I'm messing.
So I would like to be a little bit taller. I would like to have stronger calves, but I used to do so many calf raises and they never grew because they're not I'm not built for that, and I have to accept that. So you got to understand you are who you are, but anybody can be in reasonable, healthy, good shape, and I think. And the other thing about working out specifically is it literally releases endorphins and makes you feel good. And you also get a sense of accomplishment of accomplishing, a goal, know? Yeah. So I understand the desire to look a certain way, especially with modern society, but a little work that happens consistently can get you a lot closer to what you think you might, want than you might know. And I'll leave it at that.
And work, is also here and here. Like, it takes work to look at yourself in the mirror and love what you see. I can't stress that enough. Self-love is a real thing. Yes, it is a trending thing now, self-love and meditation and what do you call it, Ayurvedic stuff, mm-hmm. and the incense and the sage, yes, I get all of that. But to truly look at yourself and take note of why you don't like something, like the root of it, the root of it, that takes work. And a lot of people are afraid. So just like, I'll even put this on me. I don't like working out. I don't like confronting the fact that I need to work out, but I know I have to do it. You have to confront the things that you don't want to confront in order to get over them or get past them. So before you think about altering your body in any way, shape, or form, think about why. Why is it? Is it because I'm unhealthy? Is it because someone said something? Is it because I'm in pain? Is it because of this or that? Always go back to nature. What did nature give you? Now, why do we want to change it?
And if you decide that you do want to change it, is it worth your life?
Yes. So, thanks for coming to our TED Talk. You can book us at najandjayshow@gmail.com. All right. It's everybody's favorite. I'm just going to start singing off key often. Can we do that?
They're going to say, oh my gosh, she's so inspiring. She has so much energy.
It's so much passion in her voice.
It's so passionate. It's, I don't care about the notes. The notes don't matter.
Everybody say alright. It's the Florida man.
Yeah. Are we ready for him?
We have a video for
you
y'all.
You want to give him a little
so,
heads up at all, or what?
Listen, this is the new Superman. What we gonna call him? Gator Man.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Gator Man superhero.
Gator guy.
Gator. Hold on.
All right, everybody. Hold on.
Get ready.
Everybody get ready, because
This is the Gator guy.
Gator guy, everybody.
The new superhero in the United States of America.
A viral video showing an MMA fighter and veteran wrestling a 10-foot alligator outside an elementary school in Florida. But don't worry, he's a licensed gator trapper, so he knows what he's doing. Greg, did you know that gator trapper was something you could be licensed for?
I had no idea. Big deal. Really? That makes it in fastest. Just some dude pulling out a gator. I mean, what are we running
Our
out of things on
standards,
Friday? We can't find. I mean, come on. By the way, this was a setup. I mean, you don't just run into a gator like a gator trapper just runs into a gator.
So listen, I do consider myself to be a man, and I'm reasonably manly, but that's a man. That is a man's man. I am not that much of a man.
Listen.
I'm not helping. I'm going to call for help. I'm going to pick up my wife and kids and say, run far, far away. Far, far away. Far, far away. Far, far away from this alligator. Ain't no way. I'm not trying to save you. I'm not trying to save nobody except me and mine. We going home, and I'm not touching that gator.
Listen.
That thing was huge.
He is a licensed, whatever they said on that news story.
Licensed man. He is here to give you lessons on being a man. If you want to be a man, you take his class, and when you graduate from his man school, you're the manliest man that ever manned.
Listen.
his school is called Man Up, and you can't manage it.
Listen. Did you see the way he sat on that thing? He was like this.
Ain't no way.
I was just waiting for him to pose.
That man could slap my mom,
he
and I'm
looked
gonna just be
The
like,
Rock.
yo, ma, you got slapped. You're gonna have to eat that one.
He looks like, oh my God, if they do a movie, The Rock is gonna play him.
I don't know if The Rock
With a
is man
CGI
enough.
alligator.
Exactly,
With a
because The Rock
CGI
ain't gonna be able to do that.
What was that movie with the alligator that was real big in the Lake Placid?
I don't know.
All right, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a horror movie, and it was like a giant alligator, and this old lady was like feeding it animal parts, and it got like super big. But that's gonna be the casting. They're gonna do a CGI alligator, and The Rock is gonna play the licensed gator dude. That was outside of a school. I feel like we're being bamboozled because I want to know, where did the alligator come from? Is this another, like, the alligator knocked on the door
You're
like
not
that
getting
one
punked.
man?
Mm-mm.
Remember
It's
the one
Florida.
story?
It's Florida. They don't.
So the alligator, what was he going to pick up his child?
Man, that alligator was just doing his thing. He was going on his daily walk, his
And the
lunch
gator
walk.
man walked up with his tight shirt and Wrangler pants. Where do you think he shop at? Where can you shop at as a
He
man?
makes his own clothes.
No, those are too adorable. That's too adorable. I need to know a few things. Number one, where do you shop at to be able to manage keeping your clothes intact when you're wrestling a gator? Where do you get licensed to be a gator wrangler? Okay.
And how do you grow balls that big?
But did you see? He was just like,
Listen.
What do you think the gator was saying?
Like, oh hell! What in the hell? What in the hell? What in the hell?
What in the hell?
What in the what? That's another one where we need like someone to commentate that with the right voice. You know what I'm saying?
I just, and then the crowd out there just like, yeah. See, my anxiety.
Because that gator was like, yeah, all right, man.
Right.
I'm a gator. Ain't no way in hell. You gonna mess with this tail if you want to, bub. You touch this tail if you want to.
My anxiety would not allow me to sit there and be like, yeah, ooh, wrangle the alligator, yeah. I would be like, no, that man gonna get his arm bit off. I'm gonna head on out.
Listen, that is a man among men. That is a man's man in the highest order. I respect him.
I bet you he's got nice feet.
I don't know why that thought came
I
to your
bet you.
brain.
It's the way
doesn't
that
even
the
make
shirt
sense.
was cut on his arm and the way he was sitting on the gator. He
You
just
think
looked.
he's manicured? Like, doesn't make any sense.
How much you want to bet? I bet you.
There's no way.
Bet you that man
That's
has
your
got
fantasy.
pretty
There's
feet.
no way. There's no way.
I don't know. Wait, what you say? A manly man can't have nice feet?
I'm saying that you want your men to be manly and have nice feet, and so you're applying that to him. But it ain't no way that a man who wrestles Florida goes home and is like, all right, time to tend to the feet. Like, there's no way.
There's no way you can be that strong and not take care of yourself.
What are you? Okay.
Are your feet busted, Jay?
They're not busted, but I don't take care of them because I don't do anything that's like super manly. I just, yeah. I mean, I'm not out here.
So for the record, I want everyone to know, Jay is not a manly man who went to man up and is managing manship. Manly. Man. No. Don't you put them things. Don't you put them things, Jay. No, Jay, don't do it. Don't keep. No. Ew.
All right.
Oh.
Is that a man's foot?
Oh.
Is that a man?
It's so pale.
Is that a man's foot?
Not you sitting there with your leg up,
Is that a man's
spreading
foot?
your cheeks right now.
Is that a man's foot right there?
Oh.
Hold on. Is that
Well,
a man's foot?
Oh
Huh?
my God.
Let's get it on the other camera. Hold on. We can see it
Oh.
a little bit better.
No, please don't. Don't.
Is that a man's foot?
Put your geech together.
Is that a foot? Is that a man's foot?
Um.
All right. Is the show over? Are we done with the show for today?
It's
Just
been a
wanted to
pleasure,
know.
as always. I apologize that Jay put his foot in it. But we love you for watching.
Warm regards until
Bye.
next week.